Couch Co-op. Couch Co-op. Couch Co-op.
Hello, Couch Co-opers, Couch Potatoes, and Couch Codependents. This is the Couch Co-op Show, and I'm your host, Ian. And joining me on the couch tonight is Bill. Welcome back to the show, Bill.
Hey, how's it going?
Please do me a favor and find us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Couch Co-op Shows, all one word. If you're watching us on Twitch, you can see it right there in the lower third. All right, yeah. You're back.
Yeah.
This could only mean two things.
I'm on my deathbed, or
Oh no.
Yeah.
Addiction part 2 or Dungeons and Dragons. No.
Fair enough.
Actually, one of the reasons we have Bill on the Bill and I have been planning this for a couple weeks now. I got this really great email that I'll read. And so it's from Kyle Arendens. Oh, I should have like practiced his name. Ahrendessen. Arendsen. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry if I'm butchering your name. I'm sorry if you're working late tonight and you're laughing that I'm just butchering your name. But Kyle, here's your email that you sent me. Or us. Hey guys, my name is Kyle. I'm from Iowa, and I love the show. I listen to the podcast almost every night, and I work alone for 10 hours, so it always helps me get through the night. I was wondering if you plan on continuing your D&D campaign sometime in the near future, and I really enjoyed listening to that episode. Thanks, guys. Much love. Well, Kyle, because of you, we reached into the vault, and it's like, did that actually? No, we knew it happened. Because of everything that went down, obviously the whole idea behind doing the D&D thing with COVID and everything dispersed, and Bill lives in Montana, and everything just kind of got pushed. But I messaged Bill and said, hey, this dude he really enjoys the D&D stuff. How can we start moving this campaign forward, like actually working on it and kind of working more on the characters? And Bill was up for it. And well, you know, what do you have any thoughts just about the guy's email and doing this?
Yeah, because when you sent it to me, I don't know, it gave the inspiration to actually do something about this. It just felt good to hear somebody touched by it. You know, they could have been listening to anything else,
Right.
but for some reason or another, that particular episode really struck a chord with them, and it's fun to do, and if we can make somebody's night, what the hell, you know? Why not? So it's just really, it's really cool. Makes you feel good, you know.
So, we kind of went back and forth on some stuff, trying to figure out, I guess, how we were going to do this. To see if the rest of the guys were still interested. They seem like they're still interested. And from what I take from that episode, things were a bit chaotic. And I'm not sure how much actually got done.
We got a ways, as psychotic as it was, because I re-listened to it again like a week ago, and I mean, we rolled characters, we got through weapons, and we've got through basic backstories and stuff. I mean, we did fuck up the rolls initially, but we recanted, we went back, we fixed that kind of stuff. But it was a good time, and I've been listening back, and it was fun. There was quite a few irregularities as far as, but whatever, See
Right.
the pants, got a
Right.
deal.
So the idea behind this episode is we're gonna focus on my character, trying to build my character out more, right?
Right,
guess-
exactly.
And then what was there anything else you were thinking about or we should be doing?
Well, kind of pre-discussing, I feel like looks like we're gonna re-roll your character, but I was reading through again, refreshing. Are you gonna need like 4 or 6-sided dice? You just have one.
I just have one.
So you're gonna have to roll that one die 4 times for one trait. Like, and then, or we can just take off. I think what we figured out is, so the reason we're doing this is initially Ian chose a human.
I have Yahtzee
human-
dice.
Yeah, that would work if they're 6-sided.
Yes.
They're 6-sided. It's just so Ian initially picked a human, and the human gets 1 extra additional point to each trait. So,
But he wants to
charisma,
change. He wants to
intelligence.
change.
But he wants to change to a tiefling. So you could very well just take the scores you have now and subtract 1 from each trait, and then we can move forward that way. Or we could re-roll if you want to dig out your Yahtzee
So
dice.
you're talking like the traits, like the strength, dexterity.
exactly
Constitution.
Yeah, right. Yep.
So if I just took them down
By 1 point.
by 1 point.
Because now we give you the original goal that we dealt with.
Oh, okay. So like I would just make this 15 instead of 16. I guess you
Yeah.
can't really see that.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's one way to do it. The other way is to re-roll it. And we discussed that. We discussed maybe just re-rolling.
Okay. Well, let's just re-roll. Let's just
Okay,
do it over
let's
again.
re-roll. You got Yahtzee dice?
I wasn't thinking we should have thought about that a little.
Oh, yeah, you have to step away from the camera and I'll tell them all your backstory. No.
Go ahead.
Backstory.
No,
you
here
get to do that.
you vamp for a second, and I'll go get them.
Vamp for a second. So,
We'll talk about
Oh.
the episode, the past episode.
the past episode. So essentially, we all sat down, a group of us, and we decided to roll through characters. And everybody kind of had a general idea what they wanted for their race, for their class. And that's pretty much the information that I gave them beforehand, and was rolling or figuring out what they wanted for that. So then we all sat down, handed out character sheets, started putting in their names, race, class, picking their backstories, and we just went through the book kind of section by section in creating everybody's characters. What we did initially is I thought you're supposed to roll 5d6 and drop the lowest number, and we got through to the actual numbers, and everybody's like, that's super high. These should not be the ability scores. So we ended up subtracting one of the numbers, and then we essentially rolled 4d6 and took the top 3 and re-roll any ones, by the way. And then you take the top 3 numbers, add them together, and then write them down on the side of your sheet. So that's how we corrected that. I think we just removed one of the like the lowest score or something like that. I think we picked a red number.
Are you explaining what we did wrong last time?
Yeah, exactly.
How many
So-
dice? How many
so now
dice?
we're gonna do
How many of
things
these?
wrong again.
How many of these?
So
do-
there's 4.
4 of these.
Right. So what you're going to do is you're going to roll 4 6-sided dice, and I'm going from the Dungeons and Dragons Player's Handbook
I
here.
have more than just like. I have so many dice.
Ooh, all those d6s. Wait till you're level 20. So you're going to take those roll 4 6-sided dice and record the total of the highest 3 dice on a piece of scratch paper.
You know what I should have gone is get. Oh, I have one. Hold on a second.
That's okay. So he's going to do that. The reason I say is, if you roll a 1 to re-roll a 1, is because that's what a Matt Mercer Critical Role does. Is he has them re-roll any ones. It's kind of,
Oh, so you
Yeah.
don't. Can you have a 1?
if you want a 1. I mean, it would end up being a really low. I mean, it'd be
Right.
entertaining for sure. So
That's fun. All right. No. Okay. I
I
got you.
mean, yeah.
Okay, so if we're gonna, so how do we want to start this? And like, I'm
How we're
gonna,
going to start this is
and then I'm
what
also
we-
gonna be entering it into this website.
right. So what I had you do is pull up D&D Beyond because it already has a character builder in it. And so what we're going to do is we're going to walk through it that way because he's there and I'm here. What he had to do is he had to go in and purchase his background because his background wasn't available. And then later on, I can build a campaign, and then whoever else is in there can. I'll have all their character sheets available to me, and they'll have access to everybody else's. I think they might be able to have access to everybody's character sheets. I have yet to do that. Our DM did it, so everybody that's has D&D Beyond. It's just a simple sign in. There is pay to play in a lot of aspects, but you can just build a character, basic character, through D&D Beyond without tossing any coin. So
On the homepage, I entered my name, but do I want to change anything else in here or not?
just as when you pick your character, you can actually change the name of your character.
What?
So you're gonna have your if you go to like say your profile and click on characters.
Well, I'm in character builder right now.
Right. Okay. Yeah. If you go back a step and go to that, you can edit it.
Oh, okay.
You can change. You can just click on your name and you can change your name.
Okay.
You should
But
be able to change it to Luna Mad or whatever. So.
well, I'm just starting a brand new one, so there's no character.
Oh. So. Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
Dude, I literally haven't. So you should just be able to just go.
So I'm in the
It's
character,
characters, and you should just be able to start a new character.
right? And so in the home screen
Up
is
on the
when I'm
upper right hand side, it says create a character.
right. I'm in there, and what I'm
Okay.
saying is on the home of the character builder, it has all these character preferences, like
Oh.
sources, advancement type, hit point type.
Yeah, we don't even want to worry about the home page. I apologize. I thought you were referring to something else.
Actual
The home
home.
page of the race.
So
Click on race, which is next to is item number 1.
Okay, race. Gotcha.
Yep, gotcha. Now, so now we're gonna pick your race, and you've decided on tiefling,
Correct.
and you and I roughly we didn't want to talk too much about this development because we still wanted to bring you guys into the process. There are certain things that Ian and I will talk about on the side that we want to keep from the group, the campaign, or anybody else until it comes up or whatever. But we still wanted to talk about there are different versions of the tiefling. So there's the feral tiefling, the variant feral, and just variant. So that's, I guess, if you want to look at those, you can look at those now, or you can just go with a straight tiefling. Just because it'll give, if you just click on it, will give you a basic description, and then
Right.
you can change your race dependent upon something that feels closer to what you want out of your character.
So how would you search the variant?
I just
may-
click.
do I get it or do I not get it? Maybe.
Does it? So at tiefling, it should say 2 base races, 2 variants. Do you just have 2 base races?
I just have base tiefling. It just says
Okay, perfect. Then let's move forward with that. Right? I mean, because this is another instance where
Maybe it's
basic character creation is going to be available to you
right.
through, and we can also sit down on pen and paper if you wanted to actually add that stuff later on, and we can also make some adjustments between you and I later on down the line if you want different abilities. But the difference between what I'm seeing between the tiefling and the feral, so like the feral tiefling gets a +2 to dexterity and a +1 to intelligence. Okay?
Okay.
Then if you pick the regular tiefling, I really wish I had a way to pull this up and show everybody as we're doing it. That's one thing maybe I'll try to figure out for the next guy we work with. Is +2 charisma and +1 intelligence. So that's the difference between whether or not you want to be able to move quickly and be adept in how you carry yourself, or the regular tiefling because of your not being a race that is really accepted to be more charismatic to make your lifestyle run easier, I guess. So when you're talking to somebody, you would have as much of an issue as like Would you want to get away or do you want to talk it out? So that's kind of what you can decide.
Right.
That's one of the main things. There's still kind of not a favored race in society, really.
That's right.
Yep.
All right. So that's race. Class,
so
I
let's
guess.
boom.
We just go through this.
Yeah.
Class. I'm
So
going
just
with.
go to change race. Yeah. So
My class was fighter. I picked that last time, I think.
You picked a fighter. Correct.
Add class. All right.
So-
And this is what we do. What now?
This is where you have your hit points, proficiencies, your fighting style, and it gives you a list of, because we're just a first level character. So hit points is when you do like you stop for a short rest, you roll a certain amount of dice, and then you get so many back. And it also comes up, it gets your hit points will actually, so that's your hit dice. Your hit points at first level is going to be 10 plus your Constitution modifier. And we're not going to know that until we roll your abilities. Okay? Because that'll be your Constitution modifier will dictate that. It's actually pretty good.
What did I choose for my proficiencies?
Well, that's
Or we don't know yet.
that's what we're going to have to find out. We're kind of going to go through this right now. This is what I think.
Or the fighter
you picked
skills?
something along the acrobatics, athletics side
Oh,
originally,
acrobatics.
and you're still open because we're kind of re-rolling your character right now.
Right. I could
So-
change, is what you're saying.
You could change. Yeah. Do you want to be able to get around? Do you want to be able to handle animals?
I like it's animal handling. And it's like, for me,
You
I was
want
like,
animal handling?
I mean, handling, I can handle like an animal? Oh, no. Yeah, so it was like athletics was sailor. And then I had
Sailor-
acrobatics.
A sailor might also bring up. That's the thing.
there's
I
perception. It
believe
has perception, too.
you had to
Insight.
pick up a second ability, a proficiency, because you picked your proficiencies, and then your sailor background automatically gave you a proficiency somewhere. So you had to change that. I believe that's where you went with athletics.
Athletics
that's-
is sailor.
Okay, so then
Oh,
we
wait.
take
No. Oh, I see. Sailor gives me one.
right. Sailor would give you one, and I can look that up right now in the hard copy, so I don't pop out of here. You get athletics and perception automatically with a sailor.
Automatically. So I can choose two different ones?
Automatically. Right, exactly.
Oh, so I do acrobatics, and what did I choose else? I don't remember.
So you want acrobatics, and then you have
Let's do...
intimidation.
Intimidation is
I mean-
good, huh? Let's do intimidation.
Okay,
Intimidating acrobatics. Okay.
there you go. Your acrobatic, you can get away, but if you don't, you can yell at them. Scare them, or be charismatic, one or the other. Okay,
Fighting
so acrobatics,
style.
intimidation.
What was my
I was going to say there's also, insight, which kind of gives you an idea of what people are thinking.
Oh, and I was doing
Okay,
two-weapon fighting, I think, right?
okay.
I feel like that's
Sweet.
what
So
I wanted.
you're gonna have two. Yeah, you have two swords.
Yes.
Remember from your
My
original
obsessiveness.
sheet. Yeah,
And I don't know, it's, I guess...
two
whatever.
katanas is what I think we were hammering out.
Or something to that effect.
Yeah, we might have to. I
It
might
was
have to
something
build
else, I think. It was something else, but...
I might have to actually homebrew one in there for you.
Oh, I think I had to...
for your
I think...
weapons.
Yeah. Or like two-handed axes or something.
I'm
Two-hand...
pretty sure it was. katanas. 'cause
Well,
we
there's
were discussing-
katanas here if I could have it, and then there was two-hand axes.
Yeah, we can push that in. We can
Anyway.
make it work. So you were doing two weapon fighting.
Yes.
Boom. So I'm building the same character as he is right now.
Just going through it.
Yeah. So then second wind is what you get as a fighter automatically. So you have a limited well of stamina that you can draw on to protect yourself from harm. On your turn, you can use a bonus action to regain hit points equal to 1d10 of your fighter level. Once you use this feature, you must finish a short or long rest before you can use it again. That is badass. So, like, say you're just, like, on the cusp of dying, you can...
Or blacking out.
Right, or blacking out. You can roll a 1d10 and give yourself a little bit more sponge. That's awesome.
I need another
That's
shot.
awesome.
All right.
Okay, cool. So that's your class feature. Later on, you can split classes if you want. You can get abilities from this particular class, but let's just kind of stick with
Okay. Cool.
level 1.
All right.
Holy crap, we started early. Cool. Abilities. Okay.
Abilities.
So now.
Choose a generation method. Do we need to worry about that?
Oh boy, manual.
Manual.
I believe it's manual, and then you just you're gonna roll your.
Okay.
So what you'll want to do is roll these dice. The roll 4. Yeah. 6 times.
6 times. So roll.
Right.
I'm rolling them now.
Roll the you have 4 now.
Okay.
Take your lowest one out.
I have a 1.
Okay.
And my
I'll re-roll that one.
Okay.
Now take your lowest out.
All right.
Dang. That's nice. Okay. So write down 17.
17. Just somewhere.
Right? Is that 17?
Yes.
Jesus balls.
All right.
Okay. Do it again.
Do it again.
Do it again.
Take out the lowest again. It's a 1 again.
I'll re-roll that one.
All right. The
I
lowest.
feel like we re-rolled ones with
Okay.
the boys too. So, and we might end up re-roll. Who knows? Okay.
This
so
is not as good. This is 11.
Oh, that's okay. 11's good.
That's next. So
Okay.
are these going in these places?
They will, but first you want to roll them all,
Okay.
and then we're going to decide where you put them.
Oh. Ooh.
Right? So we can leave that up to you, or we can see what the book suggests.
All right, so that's 6. What is that? 10.
Okay.
Not so good. That's Jesus. That's another 17.
Dang. Nice. Yeah. Way higher stats than your other character.
I have 2 1s. Do I roll them both?
Yeah, just re-roll them both. Yeah, just re-roll them both.
That's awful. This one has-
See, not everything works out. I mean,
That's 9.
9. Okay.
And we have a what is that? 9, 10, 13.
13. Is that all your rolls?
That's all my rolls.
Okay, so now, I believe it says a fighter. I'm using a hard copy in D&D Beyond because it's just easier this way. Now, you are going to get automatically, but this will do it for us, the cool thing, but on a paper copy, you'll need to know that you're going to get +2 to your charisma and +1 to, was it intelligence, I believe? That it said? Yes, +1 to intelligence. So, that D&D Beyond will automatically add that in.
Okay. But I have to decide where to put these.
Right. So, as a fighter,
You want to be strong?
I think it's just either dexterity or strength would be your top.
So I'll put the 2 17s in
Okay.
both those slots, I guess.
Oh, sure. Okay.
Right?
Yeah, those are typically going to be your highest. So in underneath quick build of the Player's Handbook, page 71, it says you can make a fighter quickly by following these suggestions. Make strength or dexterity your highest ability score, depending on whether you want to focus on melee weapons or on archery or finesse weapons. Your next highest score should be Constitution or Intelligence if you plan to adopt the Eldritch Knight, which we could look into if you wanted.
So
Second
should I
choose-
not put both high scores in strength and dexterity? Just put one of the high
Sure.
scores?
I mean, because you could do melee, so that would be strength over dexterity, I believe. Or maybe it's the other way around. I feel like strength should be melee.
He thinks you have treats.
I don't have dreams.
I mean, what are your other scores?
I have 17, 17, 11, 10, 9, and 13.
I mean, you could also,
Which one do I get 2?
you get +2 on
Oh, and
your
charisma.
charisma,
So I could
which
put,
is not.
so I
which
could put the
charisma
9. I
is
should put the
like-
9
it's a
with.
proficiency versus.
I should put 9 with charisma, right? So that would bump it.
Right. Sure. If you wanted to add your 2 to that lowest number, then bump it up,
Right.
is what you're saying, to kind of give yourself more of a balanced
Right. Because I still have
outlook.
and then, I mean, I still have high numbers for. And then the other one is intelligence.
Right. You're going to get +1 to intelligence
I'll
automatically.
just put the 2 17s at the strength and dexterity.
Okay.
I'll do. So that's those 2. Let me. 17.
I'm going to say Constitution should be your next, or Intelligence,
Okay.
if you plan to adopt the
So I have
Eldritch Knight.
What's an Eldritch Knight?
Eldritch Knight. Let's look at this. There's a lot to it. Some martial mastery common to all fighters with careful study of magic. So if you want to be both a fighter plus having magic abilities.
And I have
so
some
you'll be able
magic
to-
because I'm a tiefling too, right? Don't I have like certain things?
You do have special racial abilities. You have dark vision, obviously, which elves have. Humans definitely don't have that. Hellish resistance and infernal legacy,
So it's like I'm a resistant to fire and shit, right?
which means you have a cantrip, thaumaturgy, as a cantrip, and your resistance to fire.
Let's do.
And you might, dependent on whether or not we end up doing a duet, which is you and I just doing a campaign, or everybody decides to get on this. There might be other spellcasters, and you might feel like you want to, focus on just your martial.
Well, let's put Constitution at 13, and then I'll put the 11 in Intelligence, and then that'll boost it to 12,
Okay.
and then the Wisdom
Right.
will be at 10
Okay.
and 9. So 17, 17, 13, 11, 10, 9.
So we're going 17. Constitution is
13,
13. Your intelligence is
11,
11. Wisdom 9.
10, 10.
10. Okay.
And then Charisma will be 9, and then it'll get the boost.
Okay.
So that's not too bad.
I thought this automatically altered it.
I think it does at the bottom. Well, there's a modifier in it.
Yeah, you're right. Because it gives your total score at the very bottom. I'm still kind of learning this stuff too, so
Well, how does this work though?
I'm very green as far as this DMs go. So yeah, at the very top of your base scores,
Right.
right? At the bottom,
How do I get it to
is
update though?
adds in your modifiers. What's that?
I'm just checking it. Does it? Is there a way to get it to update?
No, it just is what it is. Because below it shows your total score, your score calculations below,
Right, and the
and it
modifier
automatically
plus-
shows your +1 to your charisma, the +2 to your intelligence. It shows that.
Okay, so on mine,
Or, sorry, +2 to your charisma, +1 to your intelligence.
my strength and dexterity they also have modifiers on them. Did yours do that? So I'm like,
yeah, but that's a different.
Oh,
that's
it's a different thing.
It's not a race. Your racial ability and your modifier are two different things.
I see.
Gotcha. Okay, so your modifiers, I believe, are going to be based off. Let's see here. I'm going to go look at your character sheet itself here. All of your, if you click at the very end of that, click on your character sheet. It's just a little symbol
Yeah, I
at
see
the
it.
very end of, right?
Yep.
And then, okay.
Yeah.
So then that's what it's going to show all your modifier, your dexterity modifier. So now your acrobatics is a +3 for dexterity, +2 proficiency, which everybody gets. So now when you roll a d20 for an acrobatic check, you get, or dexterity check, you get a +5 on that.
Okay.
Okay?
Gotcha.
Gotcha. Okay, cool. Let's go back to the character again. Oh, well, we're still editing.
Editing abilities.
Yep.
I opened it on a new tab.
Oh, smart. Yeah, I'm like, me, I'm,
56
Okay,
years
abilities,
old. I
cool.
don't know
So
how the
now,
computer works.
your description, which now you gave yourself a soldier background. Sorry, sailor background.
Sailor.
Cool. You automatically get athletics and perception, and that will update on your character sheet through D&D Beyond. Okay. Then you have your ability down below here. Your ship's passage. You can secure free passage on a sailing ship for yourself and your adventuring companions for free.
Yeah.
That's pretty dope.
So you better make sure this entire thing happens in the desert. No.
Yeah. That's where you come to. No, so okay. So now I really honestly you wrote like single word descriptions of your character.
Oh, this part?
Yeah. You put down foul language,
I don't know where is there stuff like that in here?
your personality traits. So your language is as foul as an Odinug nest. I don't know how to pronounce that, so just click on
So what is
add on
character
that. So we're
detail?
going- sorry.
Oh, I'm
So we're going to description. Yeah. Right now?
Oh, which one are we doing?
We're going to description, which is right after abilities.
Right, no, but are we doing
Okay.
character details
So,
first, or
Yeah, your suggest.
so my alignment?
Oh, I'm just working from the top.
What? What? Yeah, description.
Okay, description.
Sailor. Ship's passage. Oh, suggested
yep.
character. I see. Suggested characteristics.
Yeah,
I got you. Sorry.
Right.
I skipped that one.
So you rolled a 7, so you got.
Sorry,
My language
I'm
is as
re-rolling.
foul as an Odinug's
Shouldn't I re-roll?
If you want to.
Or do I want to keep my language?
Because some of the things that were on your original character sheet
Okay. I got it.
drove
Right.
kind of what I've been working on.
So, okay, number 7. Gotcha.
Okay, so ideals, you put down that freedom. So what that would be
There's not a... Oh, here it is.
Freedom.
3. It was 3.
number 3. It was very in-depth description that you put down there.
Freedom?
Freedom. Vengeance is next
Well, that plays in. Which one
for
is
your
that?
bonds. Your
Where's
bond.
that?
Ruthless,
What number is that?
number 6.
Oh, number 6.
Ruthless pirates murdered me, captain, and crewmates plundered our ship and left me to die. Vengeance will be mine.
Yeah.
That's one.
And
Cool.
then drunk,
Flaws. Drunk as fuck is what you had.
which was... Where's that?
No.
at?
Once I start drinking,
drinking.
it's hard for me to stop.
4.
We had a good chuckle about that on that podcast. Okay, so
I imagine.
Char-
I imagine.
character details. That's what you were looking at. You're choose an option for your alignment. I believe you're chaotic something. We were almost all. Were you true? Did you just pick true chaotic?
I think it was
or
just.
did you
I think it was just chaotic. Just. So what is that?
straight chaotic.
So what is that?
I would call that chaotic neutral,
Chaotic neutral.
right? There's really no other. Okay.
What is? I don't have faith.
Life, yeah.
Gotta have it.
Gotta have faith. Okay, so I mean,
Lifestyle. Wretched.
you can. That's something
Squalid,
you can work out later.
modest, comfortable, wealthy, aristocratic. I don't know. Does
We didn't do this on the regular. We just took the sailor automatically had 10 gold or something.
right? I don't remember.
automatically with your cash money. Let's see here. It's like as much as I like it dark in here. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, you automatically have 10 gold. But yeah, pick one.
What does that mean?
Choose for your lifestyle.
Yeah. Modest?
Sure. Pick
Modest.
Okay. Fun. Physical characteristics. This is what you look like, obviously. Duh. Bill. I'm gonna use my Couch Co-op business card as a bookmark here. That'll be $50 again. Okay, so you know what your hair color is gonna be, or do we need like tiefling descriptions?
It's like gray and red, or sometimes purple.
Sure.
Or skin color, I guess, is what I was thinking. So probably purplish for skin color. Hair.
Okay, so
hair. We're gonna go like a white. Eyes are black.
Why am I not finding
Height.
tiefling? So there we go.
We're gonna go like maybe a little well, like 5'10". We won't be super tall this time. Weight. Well, we're felt.
Yeah, because your size is about human.
Yeah. I want her to be a little taller than, but not super
Okay.
tall.
Yeah, yeah.
And what is so good weight is like what? I don't know.
I don't really.
There. Age
30, I think you
30-ish.
told me.
Gender female.
So white hair, purple skin,
Yes.
nice.
Black eyes. Because they have like these black guys.
Yeah.
I put 5'10" and 140, 30 years old. That's what we're going with. And then personal characteristics.
What was your weight again? Did you say
I said 140.
140? Oh, yeah. You're tall and lanky.
Big boobs.
It's 100 pounds in body, 40 in boobs. Gender,
Female.
yeah.
Personality. My language is edit. Oh,
That's already kind of plugged in already.
so don't have to worry about that.
Notes,
Next.
backstory. Okay, which we can kind of discuss that now, and that's something you can probably type in later.
Okay.
Write down. Okay. So yeah, if you want to give everybody a basic rundown of your background.
So
as
I
you feel comfortable with.
wanted the character to be like, as a little child was being sold like into like slavery or something, like as a child, because
Okay.
this class is not really like, it's going to be like slave labor or something. They're going to raise whatever, and this captain pirate guy, for some reason in his heart, like, purchases the baby, basically adopts the child and raises the child. And so she is raised up on the sea and basically becomes his second in command. And then the day comes where, she kind of takes over, but then this rival, so like enemies could be like this rival pirate people or group of people, attack the ship, kill the crew, kill the captain. I guess I should be like, though I was becoming captain, but not really captain. But it's a gray area.
Mm-hmm.
They kill him, so it's like a father figure. Kill him. They kidnap me, take my ship, dark things happen, and then I escape, and I find myself washed up wherever the game, I guess, would begin, or however we decide this campaign starts.
Okay.
That's the brief kind of rundown.
The brief rundown. Okay, cool. Awesome. Okay.
And then I want to get my shit back, and I want to take vengeance out on the people that did this. Obviously I'm a tiefling, so I don't trust anybody. So how is this going to happen? Obviously I'm going to have to make friends and.
Right.
Right.
Yep. Make some kind of connections. Okay. Right on. Right on. So we got. So we'll head over to your starting equipment.
Starting equipment.
This is the part I always have fun with.
Okay.
So we already knew that you had a chainmail bikini.
Yes.
So
I'd probably be naked though at this point, escaping the ship.
Sure.
Sure. Whatever.
Heaving breasts in the sand. Just two pockets of sand when you stand
If you're
up.
a listener of this podcast, you already know that I'm a pervert, and there's no way that I wasn't gonna make this fucking game not perverted in some way. Leave me alone.
Yeah, try to.
Don't
So-
sex shame me.
I kind of wish we would have done equipment before we talked about backstory a little bit, but I really like that. I like where it's going. So, okay, so
How does this happen? What happens here?
So click. It says starting equipment, and then it says choose equipment or gold. So we'll just click on equipment.
Okay, gotcha. Hey, chainmail.
Yeah, so chainmail, bang, obviously, bang. 2 weapons, 2 martial weapons, boom.
2
And
martial.
I think we're gonna have to come up with in here. Katana,
It's not in
comparable
there.
to a katana. I think we're probably gonna have to go with maybe scimitar for now, because I can add in.
Can I dual wield 2 long swords?
I think long swords. I mean, if you're massive, you might be able to.
Oh, that'd just be hilarious.
Maybe you can with long swords, not with great swords. I don't know if you can dual wield. Does it give you the option?
Well, it has
I
the
mean,
option here, just long sword.
geez.
Can I pick another one? Yeah, it says I can do 2 long swords.
Sure. If we have any issues with it later on, then we'll deal with it then. And I feel like you had 2 hand axes too. Was the other
Yeah, that was it.
right? I remember you kind of
And then I had
Well,
the
I
dungeon
did also-
pack, I believe. Dungeoneer's pack.
engineer's back. Yep.
A belaying pin, or I have a club, 50 feet of silk rope, a rabbit foot,
Okay.
small stone with the hole in the center,
Or a trinket.
Oh.
I feel like again. I mean, kind of. I based off. Well, maybe that wasn't what you. I'm trying to flip through too many things right now. You had a lucky charm. You had a lucky charm.
Did I?
So you picked salt.
Oh, I did. So I picked the rabbit foot,
You had silk foot,
silk rope.
silk rope.
Yes, that's on here. That I get that for being a sailor, right? It was already selected for me.
Sure.
So I get
So
a rabbit foot
a
or a
rabbit
small
foot
stone.
or small stone.
I'll go rabbit foot, I guess.
Okay.
I guess that's it. I get common clothes, and I get a pouch containing 10 gold.
Gold. So then just go up to your gold, click on gold up there, and just put in one.
Where?
I think we just put in 140. So we can do that from your.
Do I have to
We can do that from your
should I add this
character
first, though?
sheet.
Add starting equipment?
I think it's already in.
I'm gonna add it anyway, Bill.
Oh. Slap me across the face. Okay. I did not do that proper. He's doing it better than I am. Dungeoneer's pack. Rabbit foot.
Currency.
Boom.
Oh, 10 gold.
So you automatically had 10 gold, whatever, that pouch. But you ended up rolling, so you ended up having 140 all together. So if
Okay.
you click on your
Gold.
character sheet,
Not in the
you can-
currency part?
no, just go to the character sheet. Click on equipment,
Mm,
tap on your currency.
hold on.
So,
Currency. Where's currency at? Oh, there it is.
so first, yeah, you got it. Equipment, currency. Click on that, and it'll bring up everything, and then you just
Add.
type in 130
And
and
add.
add, because that would bring you up to 100. Yeah. Oh boy. So now, to make it now on your inventory, you can activate this stuff. You can click on your chain mail, hand axes, your long swords. So then, when you click on your long sword, you can click on wield.
Well, it still only says 130 in my currency.
Oh, mine had a plus 10 already in it, I guess. So then you can just add a 10 there manually if you want. Just add 10 more and then click on enter and it'll put it in.
Okay.
Yeah. Dope.
More. What does this do? Oh.
So what I'm gonna
So what did you want me to do? Sorry.
about your gold. Oh, if you just click on your
Inventory?
you go into your equipment, and then there's little squares next to everything. You can actually click on to equip your chainmail, your hand axes, and your long swords.
Oh, where? Do I
So
want
you
to
have
add?
action
Do I
spells.
want to
equipment.
add all the hand axes and swords?
I would just click on it, then you just have it. You can use whichever when you're in
Oh,
battle. So like
I
you maybe
see.
you have your hand axes down below, and then you have your two swords and however you're worn,
Got you.
whether or not they're on a belt or there was a word I just learned, baldric, in research. Cool. So now, whew,
It still only says I have 130 gold.
weird. So click on currency,
Yeah.
push in gold, type in 10,
Mm-hmm.
and then click add.
And there it is. Now it says it. It's weird.
Right.
Okay.
Maybe you just pulled a bill and didn't hit add.
Maybe. Open it up again.
Oh, because it shows you're modest. Oh yeah, you picked modest, so that gave you. Okay, cool.
Nope. It went back down again.
Weird.
Huh.
Mine says 140. Interesting. Weird. So just clear it.
Clear it.
Click on gold, and then maybe you can't do that. Subtract 140, or subtract the amount fully, and then just re-add it. Try that. You know what I mean? Like type in 130, like you spent that much,
Okay.
and then add it back in and see if that does it. I didn't have any issues. Whew. What?
Okay. I don't. What is going on here?
Is it still not updating?
Yeah, it's not updating. Here, I'm gonna. What? It's weird.
Maybe refresh your browser, exit out, or go back in. Plug it, unplug it, plug it back in.
Is that what we want to do?
I don't know.
Just do it. Add. All right, that's perfect.
Okay.
Let's refresh this.
Oh, is my mouse going to be a dick now?
Dude,
Again?
it still says 130. It keeps taking
That's
away
so
the
weird.
10.
That's fine. That's fine.
Eh.
I don't know when you're gonna ask. So hopefully, when we actually play something, that you'll.
It's funny.
That is funny. At least your mouse works.
Yeah. Well, mine's plugged in. I have a wired mouse.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go get one.
I don't
Okay, that works.
mess around with that.
Wireless bullshit. The other day when I like hooked up OBS,
Mm-hmm.
took away my mouse. I was like, "What in the hell?" So I unplugged my mouse and I moved it to a different USB, and it started working fine. And then tonight, for some reason, it just keeps freezing up. So, and I just replaced the batteries, so it's not that. Let's get myself a nice little gaming mouse.
Mm.
So cool.
Is that everything?
So
What else do I need
I
to do
mean,
now?
as far as basic character creation,
How do I save this, or is it just always saved?
it's just saved under your profile.
And it'll never be weird?
What do you mean it'll never be weird? It's always going to be weird.
Can I select my own portrait?
I mean, they have,
I know they have some, but
yeah,
they're not that cool.
like that picture that you sent me. You should be able to.
Yeah.
I haven't done that.
I think it can. Let me find. Anyway, you were saying.
I don't remember.
You must remember. Remember.
Okay. So, let's see here. What else? I think we just did really a decent base character creation.
Actually, this one's pretty.
In half the time, it took 6 guys to do all theirs.
Right.
Which means we took longer.
Yes. Well,
We did it reasonably right. So,
actually, I might want mine to be. I might change my look a little bit. Be more like this one. That was pretty cool.
oh, you're coming up with faces now.
This face is a little bit. How do you? Can you friend each other?
I feel I'm gonna have to talk to RDM because I feel like RDM created a campaign. I haven't done this yet, and then that way
You can see
it'll
all our
just show up
sheet.
that you're part of the campaign. I don't know all the logistics of it yet, so I'm letting you know. You're asking me, of all the people, the campaigns. Okay, create a campaign. Here we go. We're gonna do this right now. Campaign name. We're gonna call this Luna's Madness.
Oh. What if the other guys play?
This is chapter 1.
Are we just testing?
We're testing this,
Gotcha.
but right now we're okay. Create a campaign. Boom.
Oh, want to become
Done.
famous? Buy followers, primes, and viewers on bigfollows.com.
Big swallows. What?
Nothing. I'm getting spammed.
Oh.
In Twitch.
Oh, on Twitch. Yeah. Gotcha. Okay, so that's cool.
I hope
private
this.
DM
I hope
notes.
this is the content you want, Kyle.
I sure hope so too. Send players. Boom. I will go copy link. Okay, and then I will send this link to you. I'm gonna go like this. I'm gonna paste it in my notes.
Put it in the
Is I-
Discord, D&D. Can he do it?
Can he do it?
Oh wait, you're
Mr.
doing it on the
Technology.
iPad. You're doing it on the iPad.
Yeah, but I have Discord on the iPad too, so I'm gonna go.
But that could be
Couch Co-op
that
Ghost.
could be complicated.
I'm gonna go into D&D, that real nerd shit.
That's right.
Paste it, and I sent it.
Oh,
So there you go. Now you can join the campaign.
See how that works.
Perfect. That's pretty slick.
Hey, there I am. Luna Mad. So how do we?
Boom.
Join with
campaign.
Oh, I see. Join with this character. Oh, I'm in.
Cool. So I'm probably gonna have to refresh my browser. I see you right there.
Yeah, is that
Beautiful.
dope?
Oh, sexy.
Yeah,
You're
is that-
looking hot.
That's what I'm going for.
Very nice. So, I wonder, manage custom.
So I will change my skin color and stuff a bit.
Action.
Where's that at?
Boom. Actions,
Description.
equipment. Currency says 140.
Oh, it does? Did it must have
Yeah.
updated?
It updated. Yeah. So we're golden.
It's just being weird over here, I guess.
Yeah.
So white hair, kind of. What is that? A pale gray, light gray, white,
Like it.
white, gray, pale white, light gray.
Oh, so you're doing further editing on your.
Yeah.
Nice.
They should change colors, but that doesn't really matter.
What you change colors?
My eyes, white to black.
Oh, there you go. And this little things you can think about. I'm gonna homebrew you something that's you've acquired since
I'm
You
a
know.
I'm a home brewer.
kind of, or you've had a homebrewer, to kind of fit into what I'm working on.
All right.
Okay.
What are other things that I should be aware of in getting ready for this?
Let's see.
Or from personal experiences, being like a first time player. In your experience.
I mean,
Well,
this
I don't
really
know,
like
I just-
doing it like this, like has slimlined it so much that like I would be like panicking. Oh, did I do my numbers right in
Oh,
my own character sheet,
right.
my writing? But this is like slims lines it, so I kind of really trimmed the fat of my fears. Pretty much, I just show up with kind of a knowledge of what happened in the last campaign. It's like I don't know what the DM's going to do, when I first showed up, and so just kind of my main thing, and I kind of chatted with this a little bit earlier, was like, and you don't have to do this necessarily right away, but put yourself in your character's shoes
Oh yeah.
and feel free to role play it. However, if you want to role play your voice, whatever it's an accent or whatever you feel comfortable with doing, do that. But I don't, nobody expects out of anybody to like. But how is my character going to react to the situation at hand, based on my personality traits, my bonds, all those kinds of things? I might make a personal decision right now about something as me in real life that will completely differ from my D&D character. My D&D character is a little chaotic, so it's going to do that over there because fuck this guy
Okay.
or whatever. Whereas me, I would probably be like, well, sorry about that. Whatever,
Right.
So, okay.
Cool.
Yeah, that would be kind of primarily what I would look at. So, any other thoughts, questions?
I don't think so. I don't know.
Okay. So you want to go through a little itty bitty scenario?
Sure, why not? There's
Oh,
a test
shit, okay.
test scenario.
Test scenario. Now, anybody watching this, remember I've only DM'd a couple of times, so I'm not like. Anyway, so Chapter 1, Luna's Madness. Okay.
Let me
That's
just
right.
get
Take a fucking drink. Yeah,
a little gin and tonic.
Little ASMR here. Gotcha. I'll have a drink of water.
I'm just getting into character.
That's right. Get into character. Dim them lights. Pop them candles.
Okay, I'm gonna black out now, so you can tell me what happens.
I can tell you, this should be an easy episode. I'm gonna black out. Like the rest of the team is like, where the fuck is Luna? Okay. Memories and flashbacks of the tortuous recent past are gladly replaced with the hope of a maintainable stupor. The drink seems to cut the edge off the dark. It allows the welcome oblivion to cradle you to sleep. In days of lucid recounting, the edge of vengeance hones the thought, taking down the unlucky fool that crossed your path in a fit of rage actually holds comfort. Deep in the cups and cusping from a blackout on this particular day, you become aware while sitting at the bar in a tavern. Looking down, there's a mug of ale in front of you. You take another drink, slowly, not quite sure where you are. The only thing that closely resembles a recent memory is the taste of that ale. The bartender walks by, a stout dwarf with a long braided beard. The beard is filled with trinkets that resemble things someone would find on the beach. Starfish, crabs, seashells. The sea. Another clip of reality. Where am I, you think? That thought is interrupted with a bellow coming from behind you. "Where is my money, Luna?" thunders out. You swivel to the left, to face the call out, recognizing your name, not so much the voice. Okay. Standing there is a very large, very angry-looking red-skinned dragonborn. His much-worn outfit of blacks and browns read privateer. A bejeweled sheath holding a meanly curved scimitar hangs from a finely tooled baldric. Obviously, these were maintained better than the rest of his attire. He steps forward. "Well?" the query snaps out. Before you get a chance to reply, he says, "I guess I'm not surprised to find you in such a fine establishment." This comment drips with sarcasm. Patrons turn their heads to watch the interaction. So, right here, it'll normally... What's your first thoughts? What would you like to do? I mean,
I just kind of want to ignore them and keep drinking.
You see, you need to keep drinking?
Yeah. Can I do that? Can I just like who
You
gives a
spin
shit?
back.
Just whatever.
You just spin back around and keep drinking.
Yeah. Can I do that?
Sure. You hear, "You owe me!" Behind you, this person steps forward. "And I'm going to get it out of you in one way or another." Keep drinking.
Keep drinking.
Oh. Okay, I want you to roll.
Okay. I mean, what can I do?
What can you do? Oh, these are your choices. You could try to talk it out.
Can I just break the bottle and shove it up the guy's chin? I mean, like, what is my limitation here?
So that's where I was trying to get into. So, like, what are the thoughts? I mean, like, what's your first reaction? Is you want to turn around?
Well, I want to just go back and drink, and then when they come again, I just want to, that's what I want to do. I don't know if that's what I'm gonna do.
Okay, so what I will have you do then is I want you to roll a strength check.
Okay.
To break the bottle. So roll a d20.
Is that the
d20?
most?
That's the biggest used dice. Yeah.
And I roll it.
Yeah, roll that one.
I roll it.
Yeah. Okay, what you got?
I got
add that
8.
Add your strength plus 5.
Strength so plus 5.
13. Your strength, which is
17.
in athletics. So you add 5 plus 8.
Oh, I see. 5 plus 8
is 13.
I gotcha.
I'd say that's enough to break the bottle. And you turn around, you swing around, and you try to slice this guy. So I want you to roll another d20.
Okay.
Oh, balls.
That wasn't very good.
Okay, plus you're doing a melee attack. Let's just roll out with your bottle. It's not really a weapon.
Right. Just trying to cut him.
Just trying to cut him. What'd you roll?
It was a 3.
Okay, you.
I missed. I'm so drunk.
Jeez, you're so drunk. You know that there's a fucking Dragonborn there, but he is a little to your left. You just whoosh, bring that up, swings by, and you feel somebody grab your arm. What is your? Let's see here.
It seemed like a good plan.
Whatever. Jeez.
At least the body. This is the
Let's
bottle.
get
I think it should be you finish the bottle and then break it. That's what the story is.
sure, but your cup of ale that you break over. You know what we didn't do? We didn't do your
What's my armor?
your hit points. Your armor class is 16.
Oh, that's right,
That
16.
is insanity.
That's
your hit points are 11 because I think we did 11 plus your Constitution modifier, which is +1.
Oh,
plus
gotcha.
3. That doesn't make any sense. Well, intelligence. Interesting. I figured it'd be higher than that. Okay, so.
No, my constitution is.
Haha.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It was originally 13. Are we looking at the old or the new?
What
What are we looking at?
I was looking at
my
your
cat.
actual,
Okay,
your actual hit points.
Gotcha.
So-
where are my hit points at?
At the upper far right.
Oh, 11.
You have 11 hit points. So he reaches out, rolled a fucking 2 to grab your arm, and you slip right out. Okay.
Oh, that was
So-
bad. That's
Now you surprised him. Now I want you to roll initiative.
who's drunk now, motherfucker.
If you're willing to go after this guy
Okay, let's
and
do
fight
it.
this guy more than talking to him, then roll initiative.
Which roll? The same dice.
So roll the d20,
All right, and roll initiative.
and you'll be adding +3.
So
to his.
14.
14 plus. So that's you rolled 11 plus 3.
I rolled a 14,
Oh, so add +3.
so 17.
17.
What? Stop.
Okay.
Why are you crying? Stop.
Trying to find his. Again, I told you that I'm like still learning here.
It's fine. This is a learning experience for us all. It's fun.
I think it's just your constitution.
In the background, a dog barks,
Yeah, right. Some filthy.
cheering on this lone warrior.
I can write it. He has a 20.
Oh, great.
Yeah. So he's gonna go ahead and do unsheath his sword and do a melee.
I bet he
attack.
is. I hope he does.
Right. I know you do.
Why are you yelling?
9
Why are you yelling at me?
plus
Why are you yelling at me?
his weapon. Oh boy.
And you die.
Sorry, people.
And you die right there. It was a low.
He at 18 to hit.
Kills you.
Ow!
That's
What?
an 18 to hit. So your armor class is 16.
Stop.
So he rolls an 18. That means he actually hits you.
Oh.
So then he rolls. Yeah, he might die.
Nice.
Hurt now.
Get ready to re-roll your character. I'm just joking.
Okay, get over it. Oh my god, you're gonna go into
Woo!
my pen if you get leaning over.
So
to
come
the
on,
pen and
where are you at?
Scratch my face.
Where's who at?
Holy.
Stop it.
So that's a 10. 10. He hits you for 10 points.
Nice.
So, but it's not a cut. You realize he goes boom with the pommel
Oh.
of the
Oh,
sword.
really?
Yeah. So you go up to your hit points and subtract 10. That leaves you with 1 hit point.
Right now?
You have 1 hit point.
Where do I
Knock
do
10
that?
off. Up at the right hand side, it says HP.
Do I just enter
and then
in between?
Or you just type in 10,
10 and then
hit
damage?
Yeah.
Nice. 1.
Okay, it's now your turn. You roll to attack.
The same dice?
Yeah, you roll a d20,
Hmm.
and then on your what are you attacking with?
So
You want to attack with the sword with your
the
one of your
6 is
longswords?
the one with the period on the left.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
So 6.
So,
that was a 6
you
plus
have-
3. That's what, 9?
You have a longsword that you're gonna go with,
Yeah, let's do it.
right? So, why does it?
I was just suicidal today. I was just like, meh.
I
Yeah.
guess. This
Just-
should be giving you a different
Just wanted a
effect
taste.
than that.
Anyway, 6.
Yeah, unfortunately. Why doesn't it give your... Oh, 6?
That's right. I
Be
rolled.
giving,
I rolled a 6. I rolled.
Yeah, it should be higher than that, though, as far as what your roll is. I feel like... Man. It's only been last Saturday since I played. But this is a little bit different than mine.
Yeah, it is.
It is. Okay, just your second here. That doesn't make any sense. Somebody right now is like going, Jesus Christ.
What are saving throws?
Saving throws are as if you come across like a gap you need to jump, or
Gotcha.
you're slipping and you try to catch yourself. And we didn't do. We didn't look up longsword under your equipment.
Oh man.
Just like totally anti-immersive moment right now.
How hard? We don't know how hard I hit with the sword.
Well, in other words, you rolled a 6 plus whatever your weapon has,
Oh man.
right?
Oh, Bill.
Oh, strength. It's strength. I know. You hate this.
6
don't
plus
you?
3 is 9.
9. Okay, so it
Plus
doesn't
anything
hit.
else?
So you swing again because you can use 2 martial weapons.
Oh, I one more.
You have one more roll.
Oh
Yeah.
Jesus! Look at that. Look at that. What about my second wind? No. That's not good. I rolled a 2, so what is that? A 5?
You just keep on missing, right?
Just I'm so drunk.
Your second wind. Do you want to take your second wind?
Does that work? What does that even
Yes.
do?
That's your natural ability as a fighter. You can roll a d10 and you add that to your hit points. You can take hit dice once a day.
Might as well. Which one is that?
Sure.
This other smaller?
The d10, it should have a 0 on one side of it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
It goes up to
So
10, but there's no 0.
Okay, that's okay. That has an actual 10 on it then.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, then roll that one,
Okay.
and that to your HP. It just can't go over your current HP. This is hilarious.
How's that gonna help?
What'd you get?
No,
One?
my current HP is 1.
I know it. It can't go over your maximum HP.
Oh, okay.
It's 1d10.
I
It'd be just like,
was like, what?
you could roll a 10 and be back up to health.
No, it's 4.
4. So add 4 and heal. Okay, so you're at 511. The Dragonborn says, because like you completely miss him. He didn't meet me. It's like, you really want to do this?
It's comical.
Is it you want to do this? You want to keep going?
Let's go. What?
Go.
Yeah, might as well.
Okay. He rolled a
This is all for test.
13. But the strength. So 17 exactly. So he matches your armor class. So it still hurts. Again. Pommel.
Oh, that's funny.
Blackness.
Oh.
Okay.
Where do I wake up now? Just the orc's den?
You're bound to a chair
Yeah, yeah.
in the brig of a ship. You can smell the mildew and familiar scent of where you've spent many nights. Your head is reeling, a mix of the impact of the pommel and the beginnings of a royal hangover. The latter usually avoided by drinking through it. You hear the heavy footsteps of this dragonborn before he swings open the cell door. Walking in, he says, "Welcome back. Are you ready to amend your indiscretion?" And that's where we'll end it. That's just kind of like a... I don't know.
It's time for
I figured-
a cock meat sandwich.
Yeah, so... Yeah. He's gonna get this money out of you.
No, he's
Whatever.
not.
No, maybe not.
I'm sober now.
You're sober now. You're completely sober. That's that's a point to be taken. You just it's either drink or violence. So
Yeah, right.
but-
Cool.
I don't know.
Should be fun. If we
It's
can get...
very what
This might
what-
be entertaining on its own, Bill.
it's just watching people fumble through.
No, just us fumbling
Yeah.
through it like a.
It's yeah. I think it's over here. I think it's on page 2 where it says, "Oh man, what's the gentleman's name again that sent the email?"
Kyle.
Kyle. Thank you, Kyle, for
Thanks, Kyle. I hope
making this happen.
I hope this is entertaining, and we are going to try
Yeah.
very hard to flesh this out more.
Yeah, and I we'll get a little bit more immersive once. I mean, we work out some of the
I
kinks.
felt like I was in it, Bill.
Yeah.
I felt like I was there.
Good. Well, I hope so. I hope it was. I don't know if you're being sarcastic
You know,
or not.
no, I'm not being sarcastic, but you know how you
Okay.
like play through the fumbly going through the pages? You just
Yeah.
you're just like you have a giant dusty book and you just like constantly
Like something like yeah.
Anyway.
But
Anyway, that was fun. Cool.
it was fun. It was fun.
This is a lot of
I'm all-
content. It was an hour and a half almost.
Oh, good. Holy shit.
I've been here an
But it-
hour and 17.
I mean, like a true like. Obviously, we're just kind of setting things up.
Oh, right,
With
right,
you.
right.
And that's what I kind of wanted to do, and especially because you and I discussed a few things, so I had to edit out a few things. But yeah, and yeah, we'll see where this goes.
It'll be fun.
I hope that it will be fun, and I'd like to. We can. What we should do is have all the boys
Right.
roll a d20, and whoever has is it either the highest or the lowest goes next,
Okay.
something
Okay.
like that, and then
It's
we'll.
probably going to be the guy who can. It's going to be the guy who. We're probably just going to dictate who goes next.
Okay,
And
that's
then,
fine.
and then what'll
That would be-
happen? What'll happen is it'll be us three, and we'll do it like that, and I'll just kind of do the intro and just kind of comment, but not
Okay.
get in the way of it.
Yeah,
And we'll just kind
for
of
sure.
for the next. It'll probably end up being Jared or Dave, probably,
Okay.
and then we'll
And
do
then
that.
we can. So the cool thing about Jared and Dave is I don't think they've made any changes in what they wanted to be.
Right.
So it might just be refreshing them with, like, getting them into D&D and refreshing their characters, D&D Beyond, and punching their characters in. If they still have their character sheets, I think Dave said he had his.
Yeah, I don't think Jared, but
And then, just give me a heads up, a good amount of time, and then I can kind of work out something for them and kind of pull the story together.
yeah,
So,
yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And just they might decide whether or not they want to.
No.
And it
The
wasn't-
hope is,
And it wasn't really
it
that
fires
hard
it
to
up.
change much, really. So, like, if they did
No.
want to change, it was pretty. This is just content, really.
Right.
So it's entertaining.
Yeah. And the hope is that it gets the fire underneath to do it.
Right.
You know.
I think if it was just, even if Aaron doesn't want to do it and it's Dave and Jared, just like the four of us, it'd still be fun.
Right.
Hopefully.
Absolutely. I mean, I had fun, even though we were like. the hard thing is like, obviously not the most adept DM, and this is absolutely your first time actually playing. Like, I mean, playing D&D, if you call it that.
I mean, Dave's done
So-
it, I think, but
Dave's done it.
I'm not sure if Jared's done it.
And that dynamic will come into place. I mean, so you like really think, because it's kind of like a gaming environment,
Right.
is in the future just like, what are the choices that I have? And I mean, you really did that. It's like, I didn't expect you to fucking ignore him, you know? I figured you'd be like, who the fuck are you? And then,
Gotta play it
kind
cool,
of-
yo.
Sure. There you go.
Unfortunately, the dice betrayed me, but
Yeah, right. I mean, you can only play it so cool when you're fucking shit-faced and coming out of a blackout coming to, so.
but that could have played the other way, and it would have
It
been
could've.
awesome.
Yeah, it totally could have been like a bloody mess. But that is funny shit. Well, thanks, man. I appreciate it. You know,
Well, thanks to Kyle for getting us to go back in this direction.
yeah, for sure.
But yeah, I guess that's it. I guess we can roll this one up.
Sure,
Put
yeah.
a-
Unless you
put
have
a-
anything else.
What do you? I feel like that's a whole nother podcast.
What's that?
You streaming and playing video games and
Oh, me?
yeah. No, I don't have anything else that has to
We can
do
do
with
another.
D&D or anything. I think
For
I'm
sure.
good. I think I'm good for now.
I'll hone my skills.
Yeah, cool. No, I like what you wrote. It's fun.
Yeah, that's cool. Enjoyed it. So, I'm excited for you to find out more of what's going on.
So is the
So-
idea to like write it and then you? I guess I don't know how this works. So like, for like
Okay, yeah.
DMs, is it like you basically write like that 3-4 hour chunk, and then after that game session, you go back and then revise the next chunk?
Kind of. So, all I was doing here was I was just trying to set the scene for your character in particular.
Right.
But also kind of create a story beat to get you somewhere. Maybe. I mean, you're just obviously your choices. There's a number of things you could have done. You could have fucking bolted.
Right.
You could have turned around and tried to talk to him. You could have pulled a sword and just started attacking him right away. There are any number of things that you could have done. So that's the sandbox. And so what a general idea, and then it's up to the players where they want to go and what they want to do, and it has
Right.
to be up to the DM to be prepared for the choices that group makes.
Now,
So
another random question I have about this. I guess I have
Yeah.
questions. Can campaigns start with like two people, and then grow into 3, and then
Yeah,
like
100%.
oh, and
Yeah.
then the stranger.
Yeah. I mean, for instance, okay, so you and I do this. We do a duet. We play for a little bit, and then Jared decides that he actually wants to play past that. We pull him in. You guys do a couple adventures together. Dave says he wants to play. He comes in. You guys do some adventures. Jared has to go do something, so he gets storied out. You know what I mean? It could flex. So that's the
cool.
beauty of it.
That's cool.
It's just like you know, like I was talking about Baldur's Gate earlier. That's what I've been playing lately. Is like you can tell this. You know what? I mean, that probably won't happen. It's like, you know what, Dave, go home. No, but it's like you don't necessarily have to have all the characters playing all at once. They
Right.
can walk away.
So then another question.
Yeah.
So in a campaign, if my character dies, do I create another character to get back in? Or is that not allowed?
No, you can. The
Because
campaign
obviously
can
my character can't come back.
Okay, right. It can't. It depends. You can be revived
Right.
if you have somebody who has revivify or true resurrection or something. If you have a cleric that can bring you back to life, or you write up a new character. If it's a duet, if it's between you and I, then you chalk it up.
Yeah, right.
Unless you have you have an old sailor mate that finds out you died, and that's who you want to play, and you want to avenge your death. You know.
Right.
So that's the cool thing. I mean, it's actually just like a video game, except for you have way more possibilities.
Right.
Really.
Right.
So,
Gotcha. Cool.
well, you know, listen to me or not, as much as it sounds like I know about the fucking thing. But
You're way more informative and knowledgeable than I am.
it's all good.
And it seems like it came across. I feel like it came across well.
Yeah, I had fun.
Cool, man.
And hopefully everybody else does too. Listen to it. So,
Well, I'm gonna get us out of here then.
sounds good.
I want to thank you all for listening and remind you that you can find feedback on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at Couch Co-op Shows. All one word, no hyphen. Remember, you can find us here on Twitch. You can find us on iTunes, Spotify, all those places. I want to thank Bill for being on the couch with me tonight.
Thanks, man.
Yep.
Thanks.
It was fun. And I'm Ian for Couch Co-op, reminding you to please be excellent to each other.
Couch co-op.